Imagine pulling up to your own backyard pool, only to find a stranger rattling the gate, screaming about community dues like she's the sheriff of suburbia. Now picture her face when the cops she called show up and hand her the handcuffs instead. In the manicured lawns of Willow Creek Estates, a cookie-cutter slice of American dreamland where every driveway gleamed and every hedge was clipped to HOA perfection, lived Alex Thompson, a 42-year-old software engineer. Single dad to a tween daughter who loved graphic novels and a son obsessed with soccer. Alex had scraped together his savings for a modest ranch-style home. The kicker? It came with a detached lot featuring a sparkling in-ground pool. Deeded privately after the original developer bailed and the old HOA fizzled out years ago. Alex wasn't flashy, he just wanted quiet weekends teaching his kids to float. Maybe host a low-key barbecue without the neighborhood watch breathing down his neck. But in Willow Creek, peace was a privilege. And rules were religion, especially for Barbara "Barb" Kensington, the iron-fisted HOA president who'd turned the community into her personal fiefdom. Barb was the epitome of suburban royalty, mid-50s. Impeccably coiffed bob haircut. Always in pastel cardigans that screamed, "I'm approachable but don't test me." She patrolled the streets in her pristine SUV, clipboard at the ready, enforcing edicts like no visible trash cans after 7 p.m. or lawn ornaments must be neutral-toned. Neighbors whispered she once fined a family $500 for a pink flamingo lawn stake, too garish for our aesthetic harmony, she'd cooed in her monthly newsletter. But beneath the saccharine smiles and for the good of the community platitudes lurked a control freak terrified of losing her grip. Elections? Rubber-stamped. Dissent? Buried in bureaucracy. And when Alex moved in, oblivious to her invisible empire, she saw a threat, or worse, an outsider who didn't bow. It started innocently enough. Or so Alex thought. One crisp Saturday, he was out skimming leaves from the pool, the water rippling under a cloudless sky, when Barb's SUV screeched to a halt at the curb. She hopped out, sunglasses perched like a crown, and marched up to the fence. "Excuse me, sir," she called, her voice dripping with that faux polite venom. "This pool is reserved for dues-paying residents only. I'll need to see your access pass." Alex paused, net in hand, water dripping onto his flip-flops. Good morning. I'm Alex, the owner. This came with my deed, private property." Barb's lips curled into a pitying smile. "Oh, honey. That's a common misconception. All aquatic amenities fall under HOA oversight. Safety standards. You know. Pay up or lock it up." She thrust a glossy flyer through the fence slats. Willow Creek Pool Protocol, $250 annual fee. Alex chuckled softly, shaking his head. "Ma'am, check the county records. This lot's not in your jurisdiction." Her eyes narrowed. "We'll see about that. Standards apply to everyone, no exceptions." As she strutted back to her car, Alex watched her go, thinking it was just a mix-up. But that night, as he tucked his kids in, he felt a twinge, the first whisper of the storm brewing. The letters arrived like clockwork, each one more absurd than the last. First, a friendly reminder slipped under his door: overdue pool maintenance contribution, $150 fine imminent. Alex scanned it over coffee, eyebrow raised. "Maintenance? On my own pump?" He fired off a polite email with attached scans of his deed and plat map. "Hi Barb. Appreciate the concern, but this confirms it's private. Let's clear this up." Her reply pinged back within hours: "Mr. Thompson. Evasion of community obligations undermines our shared values. Compliance required." No acknowledgement of the docs. Just more jargon. Alex sighed. Printed everything. And dropped it in her mailbox with a note, "For your files, happy to chat." Silence. Then. Escalation. A violation notice taped to his gate, unauthorized use of communal water feature, cease immediately or face liens. Neighbors started side-eyeing him during walks, whispers rippled like pool waves. "Heard he's squatting on HOA land," one murmured. Alex bit his tongue. Documenting each paper in a folder labeled Suburban Shenanigans. Inside. He seethed, who spreads rumors like that? But outwardly. He stayed cool. Observing her patterns, the daily drive-bys. Phone out like a spy gadget. Snapping pics of his infractions. One evening. As the sun dipped low and crickets chirped. Barb knocked, hard. Alex opened the door. His daughter peeking from the hallway. "Mr. Thompson," Barb said. Clipboard poised like a sword. "I'm here to collect the pool key. It's HOA property." Alex leaned against the frame. Arms crossed. "Key's mine." "Barb. Came with the house. You know. Like the deed says." Her smile didn't reach her eyes. "Everyone contributes. Dear. It's what keeps things civilized. Hand it over. Or we'll have issues." "Issues?" Alex echoed. Voice steady. "Like the ones you're manufacturing? County says otherwise." She scribbled furiously. "You'll regret playing games. Our bylaws are ironclad." As she stormed off. Alex muttered to himself. Bylaws? More like bylaws of one. That night. He installed his first camera, a discreet one overlooking the gate. Not paranoia. Just prudence. His ex-wife texted, "Sounds nuts. Stay safe." But Alex knew, silence wasn't surrender, it was strategy. The harassment ramped up. Turning ridiculous into ridiculouser. Flyers appeared on windshields, alert, rogue pool operator endangering kids. Complete with a blurry photo of Alex's gate. Neighbors avoided barbecues, his son came home teary after a kid called him pool thief. Alex's blood boiled. But he documented, timestamps. Photos. Even a log of Barb's SUV sightings. Like clockwork, he told his buddy over beer. Parks across the street. Pretends to text. But she's filming. One afternoon. She cornered him at the mailbox. "Admit it." "Alex," she hissed. Voice low but laced with triumph. "You're not fooling anyone. Pay the fee. Join the fold, or face the consequences." He met her gaze. "Consequences? Like your fake notices? I've got the real docs." "Barb. Maybe you should worry about yours." She flushed. "This community thrives on order. Outsiders like you disrupt it." "Outsiders," he shot back mildly. "I own more community than your made-up maps claim." She spun away. But not before muttering. "You'll see. The board backs me." Alex smiled inwardly, the board was her echo chamber. But cracks were showing. Whispers from disillusioned neighbors trickled in, "She's dipping into funds for her inspections." He started a discreet group chat. Sharing facts. Not flames. Patience. He reminded himself. As her drive-bys turned nightly. Headlights sweeping like searchlights. Then came the absurdity peak, a pool party invitation tossed over the fence. Scripted note, "Join us. Alex, or stay out forever." He laughed outright, "Party on my dime?" But the moxie grated. His daughter asked. "Dad. Why is she so mean?" "Power trip. Kiddo." But trips end. He added more cameras. Cloud backups rolling. One dusk. As sprinklers hissed. He caught her on feed, pacing the curb. Phone to ear. Yes. He's hostile. Potential threat. Alex's jaw clenched, now she was spinning him as dangerous. He emailed the board, evidence attached. Let's talk facts. Crickets from them. But Barb doubled down, a harassment claim filed with the city. Accusing him of intimidating surveillance. The irony burned. Cameras on my property, he vented to his lawyer pal. She's the stalker. The city dismissed it. But the smear stuck, more gossip. More isolation. Alex observed. Plotted, public records request on HOA finances. Bingo, discrepancies in pool oversight budgets. She's padding her ego with our cash, a neighbor confided. The noose tightened. But Barb, sensing slip, went nuclear. It all exploded on a sweltering Sunday. Alex was poolside with the kids. Laughter echoing. When the gate shook, Barb burst through, uninvited. Key in hand? No. She'd jimmied the lock. This ends now, she bellowed. Phone recording. You're trespassing on HOA land. Police are coming. The kids froze, Alex stood. Heart pounding but voice ice calm. Barb. You're the intruder. Smile for the camera. Her face contorted in smug fury. Cameras? Ha! Bylaws ban unsightly tech. Sirens wailed closer. Neighbors gathered. Phones out. 2 officers arrived. Badges glinting in the sun. Ma'am. Report of a break-in? Barb pointed wildly. He's stolen this pool. Arrest him. The lead cop eyed Alex's open folder, deeds. Maps. Videos cued. Sir? Alex nodded. She's on my property. Footage confirms. They reviewed Barb's entry. Her rants. The cop sighed. Ma'am. This is private. You're trespassing. Barb's confidence cracked, eyes bulging. Voice shrill. Impossible. I run this place. Not this place, the cop deadpanned. Cuffing her lightly for the report. Neighbors gasped, one snickered. As she sputtered excuses, for the children. Alex felt the rush, her mask shattering. Live and recorded. The hilarity hit, her empire crumbling over a pool she never owned. The fallout was swift. Satisfying. Videos went viral, HOA Karen busted in pool heist. Memes flooded, Barb's face photoshopped on tyrants. The county audited, embezzlement exposed, oversight funds funneled to her campaigns. At the hearing, Barb stacked binders. Face a mask of defiant poise. Alex's lawyer dismantled, forged maps. Phantom fees? Witnesses piled on, neighbors tired of her reign. She fined me for bird feeders, one quipped. Barb erupted, ungrateful peons. I built this community. The gavel banged. Revoked. Pending charges. Papers scattered as she slumped. Face a mosaic of shock and rage. Fines hit, her house sold, the HOA reformed sans tyrants. Alex's pool became a neutral haven, barbecues flowed. No dues required. But here's the twist that lingers, was Barb the villain? Or just a symptom of systems that let petty power fester? You tell me, right or wrong? Drop your take below, who's the real rule breaker in suburbia?